Afternoon, VC. All right, RSD stop number 2, Lunchbox Records. As you saw in my last video, I went to Repo at 8. Got in, got out of there, got home by 8:12. Because both these record stores are within 5 minutes of me. And so, yeah, that was great, no line. So I figured, well, if there's no line at all at Repo, there's probably not going to be too bad a line at Lunchbox. So I went straight over there after dropping my stuff off here from Repo, and I walked right in the door at Lunchbox. So not the biggest of drops, I guess, this RSD, or not a lot of desirable titles. No Taylor Swift. If Taylor Swift was involved, then the lines would have been 3 miles long, and it would have been on the national news and all that kind of business. So in Lunchbox, they had a huge sale, 18 years of being open, so 18% off the entirety of the store, and 30% off any old RSD stock, which is a good chunk of change off. And all these discounts were on top of anything already marked down. So if a record had a $5 red discount sticker, you still took 18% off that $5. So yeah, there were deals to be had. So I grabbed a bunch of stuff, and they had a bunch of boxes outside that was all $5 and $10 max stuff. So, and then take 18% off. I got one more RSD from today title, Red Hot Raw, Nuclear War, A Tribute to Sun Ra, Volume 1. I'm not big on tribute records, but this is going to be cool because it's Irreversible Entanglements, Angel Bat Dawid, just to name a few, doing their versions of Nuclear War from Sun Ra, which is the most famous Sun Ra track. Very interested to hear this. Both great International Anthem Recording Company label artists. Of course, Angel Bat Dawid from Chicago, Irreversible Entanglements, I believe, out of Philly. This is, yeah, very, very cool. A double LP. I'll show you the inserts. The records are they're kind of stuck in there. Staticky, they gotta be cleaned. A lot of new records have to be cleaned. Pretty plain labels, but this is a cool release. I almost left it behind because, just again, I'm not big on tribute records. But yeah, that was really cool. So being a Sun Ra guy, I grabbed that. So I ended up with 4 RSD titles total on the day. From today, I'd only expected to get 1, so it's just how it goes. For some reason, I look at the list and then I find stuff that's not on the list. Like, I didn't see this Sun Ra on the list. It may be there, but I didn't see it. So then we hit the used jazz section. I found, 3 records in the used jazz. Milt Jackson and John Coltrane, Bags and Train, an original on Atlantic. Of John Coltrane that I did not have. I'm not big on Milt Jackson. Some of his stuff sounds like a kid banging on shit in church that shouldn't be. But with John, it's got to be good, so I grabbed it. It's the Plum label, which I believe is the first label. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. This is in beautiful shape. It's just one that I've never picked up after all these years. And with the discount, I jumped on it. And then this was one of the best finds of the day, for sure, because it was marked. It was already only $20, and then take the discount. 6 pieces of silver, Horace Silver Quintet, Blue Note 1539, an OG first mono. 1539 is one I didn't have, so here it is, with Donald Byrd trumpet, Hank Mobley tenor, of course Horace Silver piano, Doug Watkins bass, Louis Hayes drums. Yeah, I guess they thought the condition of the cover wasn't great, so they marked it down, but I mean, there it is, the micro groove. yeah, Lexington Ave label, and they said it plays great. So that was an incredible score. It does have, the jacket has some water damage on the back, which is the reason for being 20 bucks. But that, you know, I don't play the cover. That was a hell of a grab. I don't see Lexington Ave Blue Notes anymore, hardly at all. So, especially not for that kind of price. And then this was in the used, in a record I'd been meaning to pick up for a long time, and my memory was jogged when I just saw the Max Roach documentary on PBS, which was absolutely phenomenal. And they had a big part of it was talking about Abby Lincoln and highlighting her too, his wife. And this record was a huge one for Max. We Insist, Max Roach's Freedom Now suite on Candid. This was RSD from, I think, 2022 release, and it was used, but it was 30% off because it was old RSD. And it's on this in the MoFi sleeve with this nice label on clear vinyl. I always hope to find an original of this. I've never come across one, and so I figured with the sale, what the hell, it was a steal, so grab that as well. And then in the used new arrivals, I found Deftones Ohms. I think one of their last records. So mixed by Terry Date. What year is this from? 2020 maybe, a couple years back. I'd been meaning to get this and just never had. Always dug the Deftones. And so we got this. This is on the gold vinyl too. I think maybe one of the limited pressings, and it was super cheap, and then the discount. So in the used section, it doesn't look a bit like it was ever played. It's got an insert too. So we grab that. Now, Alex just went to see Deftones with his daughter. Next record is one that, well, it's a band that Sean, who's got 4,000 channel names, down in Louisiana, recommended after he saw my metal flip video. He recommended I get some Cannibal Corpse. So I grabbed their new record, Chaos Horrific. Freaking wild cover. I listened to this online. I really dig the guitars and the heaviness. I'm not big on the vocals, but the music's freaking killer, so I grabbed this. It's on Metal Blade 2023. This is from this year. It's really good. I listened to some of their older stuff too, and this sounds like them, just better because they're so experienced now and just killer. Yeah, this doesn't break any new ground for them, I wouldn't think. You know, somebody can tell me different, but Cannibal Corpse, Chaos Horrific, that's, if I need my metal fix, there it is. Then the last three records here from the outside bins that were all $5 or $10, that were again marked off after that. The new Uniform record, Shame, on Sacred Bones Records. This is a band I saw open for Boris in Asheville, and they just did a split album with Boris, a collaboration album. This was released, what, 2020? This was it, 5? I don't know, it's like, it might have been $10 if it was 5. And it's the limited smoky clear. Industrial heaviness, powerful drummer, crazy feedbacks with the guitars, the vocalist is intense. Yeah, I really dig Uniform, so I'd forgotten to pick this up, so that was cool to get in the super cheap bin. This was also in the cheap bin. I would have never grabbed it otherwise. It was originally $21.99, marked down to $10, and then take the discount from there. Archie Shepp, The Tradition. Double LP on Alternative Fox from 2020. This was originally a Horo release, so this is a reissue of that. The Horo release is super expensive. So this is basically a bootleg Alternative Fox put out. But yeah, Archie Shepp on tenor, soprano, upright piano, Cameron Brown bass, Clifford Jarvis drums. This is going to be fantastic. There's the inner liner notes, double plain labels. Nice sleeves though. I mean, this is a nice record. To get that cheap, you know, under $10 with the discount for a double LP of a Horo reissue. I mean, the Horo, I think the Horo would cost you $250. Or I mean, the Horo stuff. The doubles are expensive. So Archie Shepp, the Tradition. Looking forward to spinning that. That should be fantastic. Lastly, for records, this was $5. Daniel Carter, Electric Telepathy Volume 1 on the 577 Records label out of New York City. Phenomenal sax player. He plays clarinet and trumpet as well here. Federico Yugi is on drums, who's a badass. Patrick Holmes, clarinet, who's fantastic. There's a keyboard and bass player here in this group. And yeah, $5 marked down, so this was super cheap. Really cool inner sleeve. There's your label, pretty plain. But this was normally $18, and I got it for less than $5 after the discount. So that's what's up. Really dig anything Daniel Carter. The front cover is horrendous. That's terrible. But the inner sleeve's cool. I wish they would have done the outside art. Would have switched it around. But yeah, so it says a glorious experience, blissfully ecstatic. So from 2019. So just what, 4 years ago, this record? All right, and then last but not least, at Lunchbox, I went through some of the jazz CDs, just again, just because they're having this huge sale. And I was super excited to find this. Probably my favorite find of the day, Divine Music, a 3 CD collection of unreleased spiritual jazz and ambient albums recorded between 1978 and 1985. By legendary multi-instrumentalist and composer Brother Ah, issued here for the first time. So 3 CD from Brother Ah. I guess this was on a double vinyl. He didn't have the vinyl, but he did have this CD. I think this came out in 2017, but it's got the C from 1978, Meditation from 81, and Searching from 85. This will be absolutely gloriously beautiful stuff from Brother Ah, Divine Music. So yeah, that was stop number 2 for RSD and the final stop. So hope you're all well and having a great record store day. Peace.